part two here. I feel like I kind of know how things are going on out here. What's this? Oh, I could do maybe I don't know what's going on. Hold on. I'm gonna have to fix that since I know now. Okay, we're gonna do this, and I'm not gonna restart this so y'all are gonna just get to see it if anybody watches this. All right, so this is gonna be the second one we're gonna do. Um, we're gonna see how you're making your person nervous, and we are gonna break them down by sign. The last one we started with the fire signs first, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. We're gonna start backwards. We're gonna start earth, air, water, and then fire. Okay, that's how we're gonna move into it. We're gonna break them down individually by signs or whatever. But you know, let's go ahead and kick it off. We did Taurus last. We're gonna start off with Taurus first. The other live is up, guys. It's processing. I don't know how long it takes, but it's like an hour, so we'll see. Alrighty, Taurus. Let's see. How do you make your person nervous? How does Taurus make their person nervous? They worry about losing you often. Uh, I do feel like if you talk about marriage or if there are talks about marriage, there's something about that that makes them nervous. I don't know if this is more so like a lovers and friends situation that they possibly communicated to you. If they didn't, they could have said something that lets you know that they're not moving in that direction. So I think if you talk about hopes of marriage or being married to them, that gives them a panic. They could have some commitment issues at this time, and they're not looking for anything serious out of this. This is information that you're already aware of. They have already told you. Because they know that you're waiting for something, that you're waiting on ships to come in. I don't know if they see this as something long term. Yeah, they kind of just want to be solo. They like getting a lot of attention. They could be seeing a lot of people or like getting attention from different women and or men. So they are kind of still in that energy where they just kind of want all the attention. Um, the best thing you can do is trust your intuition, follow love, and that's where you manifest. Do I like them? Thank you for the hearts. I don't have an opinion on them. I don't know that man. I don't have an opinion on him. Yeah, so I feel like what you might think about doing, I feel like you have an idea on how you want to build your life. You know, you can manifest love and a new life for yourself. I think there is some bitterness, like someone's telling you to explore your options, don't make a decision. I think if you want to manifest here and you see that that's not happening, and you're dealing with some confusion, um, it's because you all are not in agreement on how you want to move forward. Hey guys, my life is going good. How are you? How's everyone? We can definitely check in. I did an Epstein read. Okay, look, I will absolutely pull on topics if you guys want. Let me close this one out, and we can definitely do do topics. I feel like if you keep trying to push what it is that you want out of the situation and you don't listen to this person, they're just going to keep trying to let you know that they don't want this. They're going to be more forceful about it, and they might start to pull back their energy from you, not communicate with you as much, be hesitant to speak. They just kind of want to see where this ends up going, and they don't want any stress on the situation too soon. They want to avoid a tower situation. I believe they just got out of a certain situation with other people. They probably have bad blood with other people that they've been in relationships with, and they're just trying to keep harmony within their lives. They are still healing and walking away, and they're not going to act like they're healed before they really are. So that's how you make your person nervous, Taurus. This could result in an ending. We could end out the situation. Sorry, it's my first time on a green screen. Hey, you all. How are you? Alrighty. I do personal questions. If you all have a question, they are $20 per question, 45 for a full read. The Cash App is TAK317, and the PayPal is the ariesknowing@gmail.com. Other than that, I'm just pulling individual signs. If you subscribe, there's tons of readings up on my page that you guys can go and find. All right, let's go on into Virgo. All right, Virgo. Let's see your person and how do you make them nervous? Your person's been having dreams. They could be saying some things to you that you don't like. Maybe they're thinking about being with other people. They could have got a friend request. They could be dreaming, having certain type of dreams about being with other people. That may not have been something you wanted to hear. They don't necessarily want to fall in love. They're just talking about like fun. They could have recently got a friend request from someone here. This is something that you know intuitively. I feel like your spirit guides have already kind of let you know what was going on. If they were communicating with someone, an ex or someone in a flirty type of way, they are guilty of it. There was like an emotional connection or some sort of interest. I feel like you don't want to ask too many questions because you don't want to find out what all has been going on. You just don't want to know. You feel like as soon as you do, as soon as you open that can of worms, things can get worse. This person could be drinking or doing something to numb their pain. They do feel very connected to you. However, they feel like you've gone cold towards them. Virgo. Yeah, they think that you might not want to do this anymore. That your love, your fire towards this situation, especially if you are married or in a long-term commitment, has kind of dwindled. If you have children with them, or if you recently had a child, they feel like maybe you haven't fully recovered yet. You could be dealing with some sort of depression. I feel like intuitively they know that that's what's going on, but they feel like that may have changed your mind as far as whether you want to consider them or not, or whether you're still attracted to them. You ignore them and their feelings. You don't look to be intimate with them. You don't flirt with them. There's no fun time. Even if they try to, it's almost like you're too tense. You're too irritated. They are trying to heal things and be very kind of be logical with you, matter of fact with you. But there is a lot of fighting going on, and those fights come in quick and they cause a lot of instability in the relationship unexpectedly. They feel like they can just walk into the room and all of a sudden they're in an argument and they do need to apologize for something because maybe they did do something wrong or maybe they didn't know or they didn't tell you something. They feel like they're not able to keep up with you and your demands. They feel like they might be losing this and you might not accept an apology back. That's what I have, Virgo. See, I was right. I appreciate you guys stopping in and watching. I'm gonna go through the reads. If you guys want a personal read, just let me know and I'll put those out. Um, And this will probably be the last time I address it, just to be polite. I'm not going to be answering any controversial things or anything that ain't got nothing to do with tarot. So just focus on tarot. We can all chit chat and get to know each other and stuff. But like, this ain't my first time on live. It's my first time on live here directly. But random message because it popped out. If somebody says they want to take a break from you, if they want to break up with you, walk away, leave. This is your time to go. You are free to go. You don't have to stay and go. I don't care if they regret it later. You don't have to go around and around with them. All right, let's move into Capricorn. You make them nervous. How does Capricorn make the collective nervous? You make them worried. They feel like there's a promise to you, or like you all are supposed to be together. They're still holding on to this. They're ready to embrace you. They could be doing some kind of drinking or something when they think about you, or when the pressure gets too heavy, they just kind of want to numb the pain. They feel like something about this is forbidden, like you see them like you shouldn't be with them, or like they shouldn't want you in the way that they do. It is in a sexual energy. Capricorn, this could also be you drinking to numb the pain because you feel like you're being called to this person, but something about them is forbidden. You could be getting ready to send them a message or a request or trying to add them on social media. So this is supposed to be how you make them nervous. This could make them nervous. You could come back in for them and they could say no because you keep playing with this thing. Now, if this is someone that you're dealing with, reverse it. They're thinking of you. They feel like you're forbidden. They're going to be reaching out, but they feel like when they come in, you're not going to accept them back in. This could have something to do with marriage. Either you are married, you all have talked about marriage or hopes of marriage. This person doesn't want to ask any questions. They feel like you are connected with a lot of people. They're trying to heal from this and just kind of say forget love for a little bit. Not that they were out shopping around for it, but I think they may have thought they had it with you. I've never noticed that on those cards before. And things just kind of takes off out of nowhere. There could be some information or something that comes out that they're like, what a lie. They could find out something about you all of a sudden, or something could come out. You find out something about them, or whichever. The information's coming out, and somebody's like, "That's ain't no way, ain't no way this person lied to me and told me that that's what it was," or "I don't believe this." How does the collective Capricorn make the person nervous? They don't think they're going to get to move forward with you. They feel like you've already made a decision that you don't want to move forward. That you already have your emotions in check wherever they're going to go to, whoever you're going to be committed to, and that it's not them. That this is gone as long as it can. That they are free to go, which was the message I got before then. And that this cycle is over. That makes them nervous. So right now, they are focusing on releasing it. That's how you make them nervous. If this ain't gonna be nothing, stay away from me. But I see there's another opportunity that's being offered out to them, or some sort of reconciliation where you all get to know each other again, and they don't think that they can trust you. They don't think they can trust that love you're trying to give them. They're just trying to focus and work on themselves. You all can talk and move on to be friends, but they're gonna tell you like, I got a lot of stress going on in my life. This situation stressed me out. You always go back and forth. What are we doing here? They're gonna want answers before they go all in. But they do miss you. They don't want to be attached to you in a negative way. They do have genuine love for you. They would like to be around you and just see where things go. But something about you all being around each other is like comfort. It's like coming in out of the cold. But that's how you make them nervous. If this ain't gonna be nothing, let me go and stay gone, and let me stay gone. Stop coming back. What are you coming back for? And I think something about you is mesmerizing. So when you do come around, they have to speak with you, or they talk to you, or they don't want to reject you. All right, that's what we have for the earth signs. Let's go ahead and move into air. We're going to start with Aquarius. Yeah, see, that's what makes it so funny. I don't know how that works. If you're not subscribed to me, be sure to subscribe so you can catch all my readings if you're interested in tarot. Aquarius. How does Aquarius make their person nervous? Also, don't be afraid to drop your sign. And I'll read signs in the chat first before I go through my list to get everybody taken care of. How does Aquarius make their person nervous? They think you're doing witchcraft on them, Aquarius. They think you be in your room with some spells and some candles and your little herbs and stuff. They think you are actively doing things. Um, they also think that you might see two people. You're used to seeing more than one person at a time, and that's why it's so easy for you to walk away and leave them. You'll go at any time. And you told them you don't hold on to people. You told them you'll walk away. They feel you probably have talked to them about karmic relationships or something. You talk to them about spiritual shit, and they think that you already have a soulmate in mind, that whether you've met them or not, you already know who they are, and that's what you're trying to put together. This person is questioning whether you think it's them or not. And they feel like you be in there, they feel like you be in there doing spells. They do like you, they dream about you, you pop up in their dreams, but they also feel like you might leave them. You might play funny games. Aquarius, was it Aquarius? I think it was Aquarius, one of my readings where it's like you got a warlock. And you might still be dealing with someone who's spiritual, but this is someone who thinks that you get involved in that stuff. You're the witch. So you make them nervous because they, especially if they're doing something to you, they think you've got other witches that you are connected to, and y'all be doing spells on folks. Yeah, came out again because somebody wants a marriage. That's why, because somebody wants a marriage. They're either doing this, trying to come up with some spells so that way they can be married, or to pull back someone who you are married to, holding on. They feel like you're still holding on or in love with someone. And I'm going with the message because this is almost like a repeat energy that I've gotten for Aquarius before. So it's what it is. It's how you make them nervous. They think you putting roofs on them. Um, how is Aquarius making them nervous? They feel like whenever they make you mad, that's when you're going to do it. They feel that risk of losing. They feel like whatever work you put on them could cause them to lose money, their home, their car, their phone, the clothes on their back. They feel like if they piss you off, you will hex them. This person wants to run, but something about them wants the opportunity. Like, if this is good and we're actually in love, I don't have to worry about them putting anything on me. I still want this, but I need to be running away from it. But they keep running to you. Every time they try to leave, they wind up right back to you, offering you something or having some kind of path with you here. That's why they think that they've been hexed. Every time they piss you off, they feel like you're very strong and that you go after what you want. You don't sugarcoat it. You don't dance around it. Heavy fire energy when you want to know the truth. The ultimate decision to handle this, I feel like there will still be some fights. You and this person, if you've been fighting, been having drama, or dealing with other people, that's still going to go on. That will come to an end. You will get an opportunity to be free and to focus on something else. Honestly, the advice is not to move forward in this, Aquarius. The consequence of this connection is going to suffer as a painful ending. Intimate times and an ending. And it'll be your decision to cut them off. because you call I'm not going to disrespect you because you're trusting your intuition and you feel like that's what's right anyway, and you don't feel like you can be a wife to them, mother for them, care for them, share anything that you're building for yourself with them. I'm not going to ask too much of y'all, but if y'all are just now coming in, like literally just now, give me something if you're just coming in. If not, don't do anything at all. Just because the number keeps changing for me, so I don't know if somebody's watching me or not. If y'all want to, y'all don't have to do anything. And the live is talking to me. Okay, Libra, how do you make your person nervous? How do you make your person nervous? How do you make your person nervous? Let me get a good shuffle. They feel like you got some people in your ear. Libra, they know you seek guidance. It is what it is. It is what it is. They feel like you know what they're doing because you're connected as well. It is what it is. They feel like you're cold to them, that you really don't have love, that you put a spell on people too, or you do things and play funny games with people to get your way. And they feel like your heart is cold, that you don't have no love in it. They don't feel like it's real. Any love you show, any joy you show, they don't feel like it's real when it's directed towards them. They feel like you play games with people's heads. They feel like you can even cause someone to no longer be here or cause very shocking situations. Something about if someone does something to you, the backlash that happens after they mess with you is always it's always bad. Like they always get their karma. And you're over here like, don't ask me questions you don't want to know the answer to, baby. So I don't know whether you're doing it or not. But you're presenting yourself as someone who should be respected. I am a wholesome woman. You should respect and love me. I know my worth. I know who I am. I'm going to be great and I'm going to control my kingdom. But you're finding out things about this person. And they may not know how you're finding out about it. They might think it's some type of spell work that you're doing, but really, you're just doing your research and you're not going to be in this situation long. Like if this thing don't start moving forward, you're not going to stay here long. Libra make their person nervous. Sexually, you make them nervous. When you try to turn them on or something like that, you make them nervous. Their reaction is an ending, just walking away from this, just saying, "Hey, this is all it was. This is it. This is all I came for." If it's getting too overwhelmed for you, or if emotions are making this too stressful, maybe it's best to kind of let it go, especially if they can't handle your lifestyle and that you have other obligations that isn't them. Because you feel like they just want all of your attention and they're mad because they're not getting it. And, hey, I got things to do. I got wealth I'm trying to build, things that I'm focusing on, goals, things that do rely on me that I do have running, that were running well before you. And if this situation is too much to where I can't focus on what I have to do and do it in peace, we're going to have to end this. I think you just want to do what's right. It's not going to hurt you either way. You have other opportunities. So it's not going to matter. You're going to be like, huh, they ain't really like me anyway. That's how you're going to chalk it up, whether that's true or not. And you'll walk off. Mind you, I don't think it's true, but they're just not giving what it is you need. It's not reaching you. So bye. What are the consequences? Consequences this connection will suffer. You'll lose a good friend. Yes, you'll have your independence, you'll still have your wealth, you'll be very happy, but you will lose the friendship and what it could be if we throw in the towel. If you make this decision that you don't want it to be long term, that's fine, but the friendship may also be at risk. You may not have this person in your life anymore. And it is the opportunity of a Ten of Cups. If this is something that you want to focus on, but I think you're looking at it as if it's going to be beneficial. As far as if you're happy, you're just going to take your happiness from it. It's not going to be mutual. It's not going to be this person, this situation makes me happy. It's going to be, let me just go ahead and get everything I'm supposed to get so that way I don't have to come up short in this relationship. Feel like I've put all this time into something and I don't get what I need and then it's over. So, it's probably best to end it, but you make your own decision, sleeper. I just don't think you're connected like that to this person, whatever that reason may be. All right, Gemini. Things get a little bit different when you cut the BS out. All right, Gemini. Gemini, you make them nervous because they know that there's more that comes with you than what is meeting their eye. They're afraid almost to ask or to dig too deep into certain situations. I feel like they already know a little bit, and they feel like, yeah, that's just topics. After we start getting through the book and start reading it, it might be a lot worse. There might be more trauma that you're dealing with. At the end of the day, they like spending time with you, though. They think that you might be their person. You guys have a lot of passion, a heavy chemistry and connection. I do feel like there could have been someone requesting a time out or wanting to end it. This person possibly was playing a game, trying to gain control because they feel like you have some secrets. They feel like they could get hurt here with you. So they play games with you and act like they're not interested. But they also feel this deep calling to you, this ancestral calling to you when you all connect. But they have a gut feeling about something when it comes to you. It is going to come out. Whatever this is going to come out. It's like we just have this feeling that maybe they should be careful or that there's more going on with you, like they're falling in love too quick. They definitely see this as being an opportunity. It makes them nervous, but I think they're excited about this. They're like, hey, this person's looking to, we kind of both want the same things, and all we have to do is walk towards it. We're both here available to each other. There could have been an ending in love for both of you, painful ending. And you all are regaining your strength. So trying to have a rebirth, trying to give love a try again, seeing how we're moving forward. But because we still have trauma from past relationships, that's why you guys are fighting. That's why you're worried about who this person might be dealing with, who this person is you're talking to. What did that person say about me? What did you say to me? Why are you treating me like this? Regardless of how those relationships ended, there's something that both of you don't want to repeat or are protecting about those past relationships. Either way, this person is still trying to move forward. They're heavily attracted to you. It is very stressful for them right now. They're waiting to hear back from you. They don't get the attention or the popularity that they want from you that they're used to getting from people that they see. You seem to be a little bit more resentful and really kind of focused on yourself. You don't put them on a pedestal, Gemini. That's how you're making your person nervous. Welcome, welcome, guys. Don't forget to follow, subscribe if you want to catch any future reads from me. All right, so we took care of earth signs, air signs. Let's go into water. We're going to start with Scorpio. Scorpio. How does Scorpio make their person nervous? Okay. So they find you very beautiful. There's this energy that you all are like picture perfect. They feel like you might be exploring your sexuality, trying to decide what it is that you like. They feel like this situation, especially if you haven't talked to them in a while because you found out some things about them, they feel like you're kind of moving on. That the further you all go without talking or interacting with each other, the farther the situation is getting from them. You could live at a distance and you just keep moving farther and farther away. You all may have had a lovers and friends connection. Hey, how are you doing? A lovers and friend connection. But you don't know if you love them and they don't know if they love you. But you all have unfinished business. So it's like, do we love each other? If I'm thinking about who you're with and who you love and you're thinking about who I love, do we might is there a connection here maybe? They know that you're healing and going through some things, but they feel a connection with you. I don't know if you all elaborated on this connection when you all were around each other, because it just maybe just wasn't flowing, but there was still something there. And now that you're gone, they feel like this tie to you. This is not a personal reading. This is a collective read. We are on Scorpio right now. So they definitely appreciate your strength. I feel like it does intimidate them just a little bit because not in a bad way, but you're really not going to be in any stuck situation. Capricorn, no, first of all, Leo, Capricorn, and Cancer energies out here. You're going to be strong. You're not going to attach yourself to anything unhealthy. You're not going to let fear um, dictate and control what you allow. Like, I'm going to allow some BS because I'm afraid to leave this. Um, and you will not come back and join with this person. You are okay with you all going down separate paths. Um, he almost feel this person, I said he, they almost feel like you are avoiding a tower situation. Like if you all get into hot and heavy, you all could really hurt each other. It could be a heartbreak. They feel like you are looking for love, and you're not looking to be in grief. So off the rip, it makes that person feel like I might, that first of all, you've ended this situation, but they're not going to have a hold on you the way they've been able to um, with other people. They do have some things that they want. You're very opinionated, also Scorpio, and you're okay with waiting, and you don't trust easy, and you make this person nervous. Yeah, it might be best to stay away from this situation for right now, just to protect your own happiness and peace, especially if you all are dealing with other people. I think they might still be dealing with some people that they're not serious about. Their intuition, they're still not listening to it, even though these are the feelings that they're having. And I'm showing that there is blocked communication, but we do have a past history from each other and we have left this connection. So this is the old connection, someone who's thinking of you, someone who might come back around and might be the one for you. You guys may have some more time apart, but even if you're not the one for each other, you all are going to get back together and speak because they feel like this is a soul connection and you are way too mature for them, too man or too woman for them. I did Virgo in the first sweep. I save and keep all my lives up, and I'll be posting clips if you want to catch it. Hey, Huncho Man, welcome, welcome, guys. Be sure to subscribe if you want to catch me the other readings that I post or want to come live. I'm not gonna say I'll be live nightly, but probably every other night, and then videos posted in between there. All right, we need to venture off into Pisces. How do you make a person nervous? You walked away. You didn't feel tied enough to them to stay. You said, F this. I'm not doing this love shit with you. I don't even know if you love me. You don't even know who you love, and I'm tired of wondering. They feel like you're going to get the last laugh out of the situation because you all did have a very strong connection. They know that you are healing, but you're not speaking to them about your healing. They know that you're crying for them at night. They hear you every time you drop a tear or they can pick up on it intuitively. They know you're still holding on to this, but you're also not forgiving them. So you are making them nervous in that aspect. In that aspect, because you seem to be really committed about the direction that you're moving in. Um, it's a smart decision. It's giving you confidence. It's helping to discipline you, and you want it. Like it's a passion of yours. You have a love towards it. It balances out your emotions. Like you know that this is right for you. And even though it was hard for you to get your confidence behind it and to actually do it, because you know your confidence is going to be your action, because you made the decision, because it felt right for you emotionally, it built that confidence. You had to force yourself. They do know that you are missing them and they are missing you as well. And that makes them nervous because if this pain goes on too long, they might lose you. Their reaction, they are happy about this, whatever it is they're thinking, if this is what they're picking up on, because it means that you still love them. They are still keeping an eye on you and watching you with this Page of Cups, just not speaking to you. They know that you are avoiding speaking to them, so they are solely relying on their intuition to let them know what's going on with you. And because you all were so heavily connected, their intuition's on point. It's the ultimate way forward. I don't think we should give this another opportunity. There will be talks about it, but we won't be moving forward. We may be talking about how we can't move forward, how it doesn't work, what are you going to give me, what are you not going to give me, stuff like that. At the end of the day, it's communication. We're not moving forward, though. We're not making any grand decisions. We might be having a lot of talks about the opportunity lost or why it cannot happen. Um, you all will suffer by this relationship will suffer by being separated and both thinking of each other, but handling and living lives, handling responsibility on your own and separately. Feeling connected, but not on good terms enough to speak, waiting on each other to come back into each other's lives, waiting on this period to be over because you both do want to start again. It's something, not right now. Never mind. I take that back. They want to start again. You're not, if you go back and you focus on them, everything that you're building for yourself, the decision that you made, it's like it falls apart. It no longer works with this person in the picture. Pisces, you've gone on to create a life and they no longer fit because if they were to come back in with their energy, they would ruin it. And then it's going to seem like you're not committed and this is what's right for you. So it might make you kind of nervous and worried because you do want something to hold on to and something to build and you wish that you could do it with them, but they're not stable. So you're going to have to move on successfully, but I do feel like you are going to carry a lot of stress from the past. It's almost like grieving someone. So that's where we are right now. We'll see how it is, of course, because you know we're going to keep reading and you guys' energy is just going to grow and change and shift. So right now, this is where that connection's at. If I feel like this connection comes up in the future and is stronger, I'll let you know. I'll remember and recognize energy. All right, now we're going to move on to Cancer, and then we will finally be in our fire signs, and we will get fire signs done, and then we will be done for the night. With the mind and with the body. So, maybe the channel. I thank you, Spirit, for clear and accurate messages. Clear and accurate messages. Okay, tower situation, which is communicating. How does Cancer's person? How does Cancer make their person nervous? They feel like you are their person. They feel like you are the one for them. They're still holding on. They haven't let go. They could be drinking to kind of numb themselves. How does Cancer make their person nervous? They feel like you've almost gone cold to them. They're hoping that you all are supposed to spend this life together. There could be a friend request. They feel like you're either communicating with other people or maybe they got caught communicating with someone else online. If they sent them a request, I get the guilty as charged card at the bottom. Maybe someone dealing with someone that they should not have been. Hmm. They have communicated this to you. It does make them jealous. I don't see them being someone who's going to shy away from it. They're looking, they're watching. They don't care if you know that they're looking and they're watching. They're wondering about a separation, like if you all are not meant to be together, if you all are not meant to be in love and married. I do see you all trying to recover this situation and then taking action to find out what's going to happen here. What are we going to do here? Let me be present here because they are very worried about an ending. Hey guys, welcome. Nice to see you, Diana. They feel like you make all the decisions and they're lost because they don't know where things are going. It's difficult talking to you. If the conversation gets too abrupt, you'll just walk away and leave it, and it leaves them on hold, so they still don't know where things are going, what's happening. Their reaction to this is leaving, just walking away from it. If they can't get answers, it's over. They feel like they've waited a lot of time for commitment. They want to be married. They want to have a life. They feel like it could be you. But if they keep being put on hold or they can't get a clear answer, how they respond to it, especially when they're nervous, when you make them nervous, when you put fear in them about the relationship, they end it. Death card out here, right in front of that Ten of Swords. And it's not easy for them to walk away from it because they really wanted something that was going to last, that was spiritual, a spiritual connection, a soulmate. And they were waiting on this, waiting, trying to listen. Ultimate decision. You guys might fight it out a little bit more. I don't think they're quitting. I think they're still ready to fight for this. It could be multiple, but yeah, five of wands out here again. Um, the ultimate decision to handle this is to keep fighting, to keep working it out. They are getting tired of it though. They're getting tired of the drama because they feel like they're not getting the time and attention, and their life is suffering. Things are being taken from their foundation, from their pockets, and they're not getting anything back in return from it but a fight. And they're done crying about it. They've thought about what they've lost, and they're kind of they're a little bit resentful. That so I think what happens when this happens, and they try to leave the situation because you made them nervous, they think about all the fights and all the chaos that the situation has brought, and it makes them resent you, resent what they went through because they see how it affected their lives and how stressed they were, how stressed out they were, and they weren't getting any help or support from you. That this was not a good look for them. This was actually bad, like a bad publicity. It doesn't have to be publicity. Nobody else could know about it, but around the people you know, your family, your friends, it made you look bad. It made this person look bad because of what they were dealing with you. And maybe people thought that they would know their worth more, that they deserve better or would get better or stay by themselves, but yet they want to be put in placed into a third party and in conflict and to be put on hold. And I feel like this person is looking for their mate. Consequences. This connection will suffer. It's toxic. Bound to each other. Distance. A friendship, nothing more. New goals being focused on, but at a smaller scale because somebody's doing it by themselves or by themselves. I feel like you all talk about it, but you never start anything new. It's always in the beginning stages, and that's it. It never grows. It never becomes a thing. This person is heavily seeking healing now and repair, things that are going to uplift them to keep them moving forward. They are keeping an eye on you. They're also very vocal, so they're not going to let things just slide past and happen anymore. They want someone who's committed, and I don't know if they think that you have it in you, but they might not think that you want to be committed to them, that you're just wanting a friend. All right, water signs are done. I hope you guys are enjoying the messages. They will be clipped up. All right. Now we're going to go into our fire signs. They are our last. If you're in here again, I don't know who's in here. I appreciate the hearts and the likes. You guys are awesome for that. I will be posting the clip stuff later. But if you are Aries, Leo, and Sagittarius, we're going to start. Bring it home. I'm gonna get this uploaded. I'm gonna chill out the rest of my night and upload these clips. I think somebody asked what I was doing after this. I don't know. I had no. I'm like, I'm not gonna do it. No, no. I'll be clipping these up, and then I don't know. If I see you guys tomorrow, if I hop on here tomorrow, it might be really quick. I do have appointments tomorrow evening, so depending on how long that takes, um, it'll determine whether I'm able to get on live or not. Like I like to be able to do both, but I'm not even gonna sit here like I just don't. I don't get drained after working all day and reading all day. So, but if I don't get hung up too long on that, I'll probably be on about 10. Hey, welcome. All right, we're gonna be. Well, no, you up in here, and you told me you were an Aries, so we're gonna start the fire signs with Aries. I appreciate you. If you're open to it, make sure you subscribe to catch future reads and stuff that I'll post. Alrighty, Aries, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. How does Aries make the person nervous? They don't want the cycle to end with you, but they feel like they don't have long. So I see them coming back in, pleading for you, pleading for your love again. I see you embracing them, but they want to make sure that you actually feel them, that you know that they're serious. They do not want this to end. It's the main thing I'm picking up on. Let me fix my meditation real quick, guys. I feel a way about the live meditations. I normally don't like listening to live meditations. I listen to the pre-recorded ones. And one night I was like, let me get in with the current energy. Let me go ahead and listen. And I swear I woke up and that music was on and I was hearing some other stuff that was not supposed to be in my lives, like voices. And I was like, that's why I don't do that. So don't do that. Do what works for you, but I don't do the live one. Alrighty. So yeah, so they feel like they have unfinished business with you. They feel like they don't have a lot of time with you. And they're pleading, trying to get you to open back up to them. You are a tad bit cold. So even though you're hugging them and you're embracing this person back, they know they're not feeling you the way they used to. They dream about you heavy. When they know that things are about to be over, or when they think that things are about to be over, that makes them worry. I think when they're separate from you, they're always worrying that something could happen or you could find out something and then you'll just leave them. It'll just be over or they've ran out of time because they know that you are connected and they feel like you either watch and or get readings or that you are intuitive. I don't think they think you do this by yourself. I think they feel like you have other people who are spiritual who also talk to you. Um, and that they could tell you something bad about this relationship and that you're out of here. Maybe because it's happened before, Aries. Maybe you got a reading or heard something in a reading and maybe you were right and it really did put the relationship at risk. And maybe you were wrong, but you really felt that you were right because it was right the last time. And they feel like it may not be from the same people um, all the time. This person can feel this situation getting away from them. They feel you moving on from them and they can't pull you back. A lot has been revealed and I feel like they tried to hide it, but they couldn't. Even though they know that you know certain things, they're still trying to keep a lot of it from you, but you already know. You are free to leave the situation. They know that there's nothing that's holding you to them. And that if that happens, that you're going to get the last laugh out of the situation. You're going to be the one that benefits. But they know that you can walk away because they haven't given you any reason to stay. They've probably given you beautiful moments, but there's something about this that you shouldn't be doing. Magical moments, beautiful moments, but something about the situation isn't taken off. So we should probably stop, should have been stopped dealing with each other or seeing each other. And this person is trying to save you or trying to save this by talking to you a lot, seeing you a lot, making sure they're in communication with you. I do feel like this is a person, I feel like you've already connected with them, but if you haven't, you are, and when you do, they're going to want to make sure that you all stay in contact, that they're getting a response. How does the Aries make that person nervous? Yeah, and when you make a decision, it's almost like your mind is made up, you know? You can be logical, especially when you know it's right. As an Aries, you can battle with things, but once you know that something is the way to go, it's like, that's my decision. And you kind of slowed down talking to them already because of things that have come out about this person, and they know that. You've definitely been taking care of, you're taking care of yourself. I feel like when they try to come in and talk to you and get you to kind of do what you all used to do or pulling your emotions, you just don't really have the interest. You give up very easily. They feel like they have to communicate to you a little bit more. They're also trying to put that hold back on you because even though it was unhealthy, you were there and they had you and they had your heart and your emotions, and you weren't able to go out and make decisions that you don't want to do this anymore. So they almost kind of like, let me get them back in this little toxic cycle. And then after we get in the toxic cycle, let's see if we can heal it and repair it then. Because if they're healed, this ain't working. A lot of fights surrounding third parties that depressed you. They caused that shit. Now they want to come and try to bring it back because they had it before, right? So if I had it before, I should be able to get it back. This can happen. It was going really great at one time. Aries energy was just so powerful. I mean, things were just happening. I wasn't confused. She had all the options, and then I don't know, she had all had all of the choices made, and then out of nowhere it ended. And they're not crying over me anymore. Aries is not crying over me anymore. Aries doesn't stress out about our relationship anymore. Oh no, what's the ultimate decision to handle this? Ultimate decision. They're gonna offer you love. They're gonna want to keep fighting it out some more too with you. The connection will suffer selfishness and no true happiness. You guys won't make each other happy. You're both just going to be looking to see how you can get fulfilled. Because I don't trust you and you've done me wrong before. If I'm going to deal with you, I'm going to make sure I get what I need here. And they're going to make sure they get what they need here. Then this is transactional. You've been with this person for a long time, pushing 10 years. If not 10 years, it might see 10 years or a long time, and then it's going to suffer some kind of ending. I don't know if you're trusting that because you possibly feel like this is your person, Aries, but this person is holding back their plans. I don't know how much they want to move forward with you anyway. And maybe it's not, I think maybe in thought or in imagination they do, but like actually doing it, I think there's some fear. All right. That's what I have for Aries. I hope that was up to your likings. Come on, Sagittarius. I hope you guys are enjoying the read so far. Appreciate the likes. All right, now this person feels connected to you, Sagittarius. They feel like this thing could lead to marriage. How does, especially if you're talking about marriage, that makes them nervous. Um, how does Sagittarius make a person nervous? They feel like you're doing a spell on them too, or like maybe someone has done a spell on you. but they feel like you're the one for them. They don't want to lose you. They dream about you. They feel like if someone has done something to you, that you're going to get the last laugh or they're going to get the last laugh. Like, oh, something happened. Don't worry. This is going to work to my benefit. This person um, is doing the spell work. I was going to say they think you are, but no, I think they're the ones doing it. That's how they're going to get the last laugh. They miss being intimate with you, and they like sending you pictures of them, and they like looking at your pictures. So if they sent you pictures, this is what I got. That um, you might be sending them pictures that they're looking at, or they might be sending you pictures that you're looking at. So this person either feels like something has happened or something is trying to get in the way of you all, and they're trying to put in some type of spell work to try to protect the connection, speaking with other people about how to make sure that they can get you. They do miss you in the connection, so you guys could be separated from each other. I get them thinking about you at night, heavy female energy on that. No, no, no. This is all love connections. I mean, take it where it resonates. So I don't control what comes out. I just pull the topic. But this person is feeling rejected from you, Sag. They're feeling like things just aren't working out. The system isn't working out. They are trying to wait on you. They're waiting. They're not worried. They're just hurt. And that this pain can last a long time. And how long are they going to have to rest? How long are you all going to be on a break? The quality of life and what life could be is almost like ruined. Even if you guys are together 15 years from now, it's still going to be like 10 years or a long span where you all miss time with each other. You miss doing things with each other. So even if you start, you'll start late. I feel like that worries them. Reaction is unhappy. Could be a child involved, a young child. Yeah, they're not trusting their intuition about the situation. They might start getting a little sneaky and conniving if they're lashing out at people. This, especially if they're doing spell work, they're definitely trying to do some black magic and try to go at people, even though they're being guided and instructed not to. They're not listening. You know that this is going on. You don't ask too many questions, but you kind of tell them to leave you out of it. Like don't involve me in that. I don't know what your mind is telling you, but you're wrong. Whatever you're picking up on, you're trying to give them something else to focus on. But you all have a toxic connection. There's not a lot that you're able to give to them right now, time and money. That is something that I feel you feel bad about for whatever reason. Like there's something you just can't do for them right now. Best way to handle this, Sag, coming out here is don't try to rush something. If this is overwhelming you and you don't feel like you're able to handle it, you need to take more time to process it and release the stress. Pick out what you can control and what you can't not control. Deal with what you cannot control. Grieve it, let it go, and find a way to get back into your energy, get back into your normal vibes. Like, when I'm not even talking about raising it, just because you probably do need to raise it because I do feel like it's off, but just get it back to normal. Don't try to vibe super high and a shining light. Like people say you should shine your light so bright. That's also very draining, and you also shouldn't do it. You do it when it's time and then you put it away. It does bring in attention, energy vampires. When, as we can see with some of our celebrities, when their gifts, their talents are exploited too much, after so many years, now we have an issue with them. Now you realize they were being hurt by other people, or now they're mentally not where they used to be, or you can tell that they've been through something mentally. I'm not going to say any names, but I'm sure we all know. Um, so yeah, don't shine your light too bright. Wait, get yourself healed, get back into your element. I do think that you might feel you cannot trust this person, Sag. If they go out with friends a lot, you might think they might be doing something sneaky, making some mistakes. What consequences will this relationship suffer? Will this situation suffer? Will this connection suffer? Yeah, sneaky energy. That's what came out. Because of the time, I think. Somebody may be withholding information, not telling you everything, but they plan to move on from it. It's like this isn't anything. Well, what they're doing is they're making a quick little detour and they're going to come back. For whatever reason, you guys aren't able to be together, but they're going to make a quick detour and then they're going to be back. This shouldn't affect the relationship. You don't want them doing it at all. If you want to be single, say you want to be single, but even then, you shouldn't be dealing with anyone else. There should be no one else around you. This makes this person sad because they feel like they need love, they need support, they need connection. Even though you've done a lot for them and are supposed to be a provider or like something about you as a provider in this relationship, they're supposed to respect you. Um, they feel like they need to be heard. There's something about your rules or what you stated that they need some freedom from. They do love you though. So I don't know if you all are on a break or what the situation is, but somebody wants to have the freedom to experience other people or other things. And if you don't let them do it, they're going to sneak and do it because for whatever reason you all are not able to be physically together. Or it could be a long distance relationship. Maybe someone's in the military, maybe someone lives across the state, maybe someone's incarcerated. Something like that. And they're like, look, if it's going to be a while before we're able to be around each other, I still go out with my friends, can I? Are we really serious, or are we just like in an open relationship until we're around each other? Because we all still have needs, and the person in your life, no, you're not. This is exclusive, and they're like, well, if you think about it, da 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 da, and I need this and I need that. It's not that I don't love you. It wouldn't be serious. It would just be taking care of certain needs. It would just be having fun. It wouldn't be all the time. And you're like, no, no, no. It's okay to retract the message, but all of the messages. All right, that's what I got. Yeah, somebody could be accepting friend requests online. They're still holding on to this connection, but they are talking to other people. And if they felt like you were ever two-timing them or seeing other people, um, that's why they don't really feel guilty about it. Like they don't want you to find out because they don't want you to leave them or cut off the situation, but they're gonna do what they want to do, and why should they hold themselves up to any higher standards than you did? All right, next up is Leo. That's our last one for the night. And then I'm hopping off and I'm gonna lay down and maybe post some clips or some shit like that, and then whatever. I'll see you guys tomorrow if you guys come in, and if I'm able to get on, like I said, I got some appointments um in the evening, so I'll try to come on tomorrow night. If you all do want to reach out to me, all my information's on the page on Instagram and all that stuff. It's all the Aries knowing Instagram, Facebook, TikTok, and my information's up there and pricings if you all want to private read. I also do text reads where you all can text me and I'll respond back during the day. Yeah, you can, my phone number's there, email's there, all that stuff. So I prefer you reach out to me by phone. You can text me. You can even call me a message. Send a text if you're nervous. But I prefer that over email. All right, Leo, how do you make your person nervous? How do you make your person nervous? They don't like you getting these readings. They don't like people in your ear. They feel like people are steering you wrong and that they're bitter. And that's what they think. They don't feel like this situation with you is over, but they feel like you have bad people in your ear. They feel like you have conniving people in your ear, and they want to get you away from them. If you don't want to be with them, you can definitely walk away from them. If you feel like you have a deeper calling or something else you want to do in your life, you know, they think that you might want to explore your sexuality a little bit more. and they feel like you're not tied down to them at all. It's like you're not tied down at all. You can pick up and leave at any point. You actually did. You may have told them that you wanted a timeout. Maybe caught them off guard, and they're like, "What was it that you needed? You needed something?" And you're like, "Yeah, it kind of had nothing to do with you. You know, free spirit, Leo, just out here doing whatever." They think you just have bad people in your ear. This person does drink a lot to numb the pain of losing you or you being away from them. But they feel like you packed up and left and didn't feel any sort of obligation or tie to stay there with them. Nothing held you there. Like you were unattached. And they thought you all had something, but they think that they felt it more deeper than you did. And you were just there. Like, "Oh, we're gonna lay down? Okay, I'm just laying here." And they're like, "Oh, this is the magical bonding moment." And you're like, "Oh, I'm getting some rest. And I'm gonna get up and I'm gonna head out now and go to work." Having two different moments. How does the collective Leo make a person feel? Yeah, you share time with them. You don't make them like they're a priority. The time that you give them is divided amongst your responsibilities and other people that are relying on you. You do have a lot of blessings that come in your life, a lot of change that come in your life, new people, old people. People seem to like you and to celebrate you. You're just kind of moving, doing your own thing. Um, they feel like there's some past people that you've dealt with that you haven't healed or overcame from. They feel like you could be stuck on quite a few exes. Maybe there's a group of exes that you have, and each one of them holds something significant for you. And they feel like you want them. Even if you don't want them, you want friends, you want to go out, you want to drink, you want to party, you want to be around the hoes. That's what they think. They think that's what makes you happy right now is taking care of yourself and your sexual desires and anything that is exciting. They don't see you moving around fast like perhaps you're, easy out here in these streets, but that you'll go after those opportunities. And it comes in multiple different ways. Like you always get a new beginning. You just got to decide on which one you want. I don't think this is something that we're going to move down on. It just isn't a priority for you. Not something you want to take care of. This person does come in and provide and give to you, and that's great. But those are like gifts or like transactional. It's not anything you want to give back towards them. You don't want to grow there. You would never give to them in ways that they give to you because it would be a waste. It's like, oh, this person came by and they made me dinner. Oh, Leo loved that. Oh, thank you so much for the plate. Leo takes the plate. But when Leo goes and cooks dinner, I need this. I can't just be giving out plates. If you can do that, fine, but I can't do that. So it's just like you're just not willing to share their lives or provide for them or to put everything at risk for them. Like you're a part of my fun life. You're not a part of my actual life. I divide some time with you. I might take you on a date. We might spend a little bit of money here and there. I might buy you something very small if we go to McDonald's or something, Taco Bell. But like, we ain't about to split no bills. I'm not buying you any major gifts for any holidays or your birthday or Christmas. This isn't like that. But you all can present yourselves out to people like you all are together, like this is someone you're seeing, but you all are you just went together. You just came together. If we continue on in this connection the way it is, it's going to suffer confusion. Just confusion. I don't think you're going to be like too worried about it, like not able to do anything or like super obsessed with this person, but you will be confused as far as where is it going to go and should you let it go. And it's just going to be a whole lot of energy, a whole lot of interaction. This person may appear like they are connected to you, but you know that they're not making that physical investment in you. They're not making any goals with you. They're not planning life with you. So you know that it's only a matter of time before it ends. This is just a fun time. This person's not willing to take a risk. They're still healing and recovering. They can still feel that last situation they were in. It still pops up in their head. So they're not trusting love right now, our Leos. Alrighty, second live down on YouTube. Catch me tomorrow, guys. Make sure you subscribe. If you're looking for me, my last live, they were asking where I was at. If you're on any social medias and you're looking for me, the name is always going to be the Aries knowing. I never change it. The logo is always going to be the same. It's always going to be black. It's always going to be my logo. Just so we brand it out. And so I'm easy to find. But other than that, it was great. Thank you, YouTube. Thank y'all. And I hope that I can see y'all tomorrow. Have a good night.